Hello my dear children, welcome to your science class. So last class I have given you a small homework, that is an activity in your textbook page number 72. I hope all of you have found out which all parts of your body is movable. So now let's discuss the activity, that is the third activity. Dear children, so this was the activity which I given you as homework, that is to find out which all part of your body can be rotated completely and partially, can just bend, those part of body which cannot be moved at all. So here are the correct answer for this activity. I hope all of you got the correct answer. So now you understood which all part of your body is movable, isn't it? And we know when we do the physical activities like yoga and exercises, what happens? Your body become more flexible. Now there is one more activity given in your textbook. This activity is to prove that you can bend your bones only at the regions where joints are present. So let's watch the activity using the DG video.
Activity 2. To show that we can bend or move our body only at those points where the bones meet. Things needed: scale, string. Method: ask your friend to tie a wooden scale and your arm together so that the elbow is at the center. Even if you try hard, you cannot bend your elbow. Conclusion: a single bone cannot be bent. The different bones joined together at the elbow make our elbow to bend.
Dear children, so you understood that you can only move those parts of your body, of your bones, where joints are present, isn't it? So in today's class, we are going to learn about joints. So we finished learning about the bones. In today's class, we are going to learn about joints. Now, what are these joints? Joints are the place where two or more bones meet. We know that our bones are so strong, isn't it? They are so rigid. So it's impossible to move the bones as such. So in order to make the bones movable, in between the bones, joints are present, and two or more bones are joined together with the help of elastic tissues called ligaments. Ligaments. So, what are ligaments? Ligaments are the band of elastic tissues present between the bones. So, dear children, consider my two hands as bones. So, the space between these two bones are filled with ligaments. Do you understand, dear children? So those ligaments are elastic tissues. Now the end of these two bones, so this is the end of the first bone and this is the end of the second bone. Now the end of these two bones have a tough and elastic type of tissues, and that region is called a cartilage. So what is it called? Yes, cartilage. Now, I am sure all of you like to eat the chicken. Do you like to eat chicken? Yes, most of you love to eat chicken, isn't it? Yes, I know all of you are chicken lovers. So, when you eat chicken, you may have seen this cartilaginous tissues on the end region of the bones. Have you noticed? So the nature of this cartilaginous tissue is, it is a layer of tough and elastic in nature. Now what is the function of this cartilage? Cartilage reduces the friction between the bones. We know in these joints two bones are meeting, isn't it? So what happens? There is a possibility of wear and tear due to friction, isn't it? So in order to reduce that friction, the cartilages are formed in the end of the bones, and between these bones we have the ligament tissues. So the function of the cartilage is to protect the bone ends. Now cartilage is also present on other part of body like the upper part of the ear, inner region, the upper part of the ears can feel the presence of elastic tissues, and also in the front part of the nose you can feel the presence of elastic tissues. So those tissues are also cartilage tissues. So dear children, I hope all of you understood about the ligaments and cartilages. Now let's learn about the type of joints. So when you did that activity as homework, you have noticed that there are joints in your body which are not movable and which are movable, and some part of your body are just slightly movable. Do you notice? Yes, it is because there are three type of joints in your body. So there are three type of joints. So the first one is immovable or fixed joints. First one is immovable or fixed. Immovable or fixed joints. Now, what is the specialty of this immovable or fixed joints? It is this immovable or the fixed joints, they does not allow the movement of bones between them. Now, can you give me example of bones in your body that cannot be moved? Yes, we learned about the skull bones, isn't it? In the part of skeletal system, we learned about the skull, isn't it? There we learned about cranium or brain box, isn't it? We learned that brain box is made up of 8 flat bones which are immovable in nature. Do you remember that, dear children? Yes. So in between those flat immovable bones, immovable joints are present. So the specialty of this immovable or the fixed joints are that they are interlocked each other. And they are held together with the help of a fibrous cartilage. So what is the specialty of this fibrous cartilage in between the interlocks? Yes, this makes the joints immovable, and thus the joints are fixed in nature. So that's all about the first type of joints, that is immovable or fixed joints. Now the second type of joints are slightly movable joints. Slightly movable joints. Yes, from the name itself you can understand the properties of this joint. What is it? Yes, these joints are slightly movable. Example of slightly movable joints. We have learned about the backbone or the spine, isn't it? So can you freely move the spine bones or the vertebrae? No, isn't it? You can just slightly move. Either you can bend in front or you can bend backward, isn't it? So this spine or the vertebral or the vertebral column is slightly movable, isn't it? That is an example for slightly movable joints. So the joints present in the vertebral column are example for slightly movable joints. These joints are slightly movable because of the presence of pad of flexible cartilage between them. So due to the presence of the padded cartilages, they are very slightly only, these joints are movable. Now there is one more type of joint, that is freely movable joints. So about the freely movable joints we will learn in the next class. I hope all of you have understood well about immovable joints, slightly movable joints. Now in immovable joints, ribs are also example for immovable joints because you cannot move the joints of the ribs, isn't it? So I hope all of you understood about the joints. About freely movable joints we will learn in the next class.
Joints. Bones are joined with each other at different places. The place where two or more bones join is called a joint. Bones are joined by tough, flexible bands of elastic tissues called ligaments. The surface of bones forming a joint is lined with a layer of smooth, rubbery tissues called cartilage. This cartilage acts like a soft cushion so that the bones do not rub against each other and damage themselves due to friction between their surfaces. The joints in the body are divided into 3 main groups: immovable or fixed joints. These joints do not allow any movement between the bones. For example, the bones of the skull, except The lower jaw bones are interlocked with each other and held together by fibrous cartilage, which do not allow any movement. Slightly movable joints. These joints allow very little movement due to the presence of a pad of flexible cartilage between their ends. For example, joints present between adjacent vertebrae in the backbone or spine allow only slight movements. This kind of joint provide more support.
See you in next class. Thank you.